today. From Soldier Field in Chicago.
The Bears offense, after a long summer, getting ready to go for the first time here in the preseason. Fields on first down. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Smith, the man in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the 50, here's Fields. Net open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A good completion there. And, Charles, it's worth letting the folks know we'll likely only see the starters for a drive or two. They'll play the first quarter, probably not much more, and then they'll watch the remainder of the game from the sideline.
So that's a good rep then, right? Because that's all you're trying to get done. You won't be out there very long, so you want to make everything count. Be precise, be sharp, and there's a good example of it right there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action, Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Back to throw. Fields. Comeback route here, and he's got Smith complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. Fields. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Yeah, nice catch there. And this is a guy who's been a little bit of an underperformer in his first 4 years. But his new club's take is that's because he's never gotten the chance to be a top target. He's expected to play a bigger role when the regular season gets underway.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive?
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather.
All right, everyone. That's it for today.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions. I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive. The streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united. Allegiant my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. Oh.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington,
the Bears offense getting prepared to go to work here in the second week. Fields going to throw right away. Smith catches left side. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good work there to secure that one. And worth pointing out, this first unit's going to be on the field most likely for the first half of this game only. So with the 3 preseason games nowadays, CD, this will likely be their best chance to play together for a few series.
And it's a great opportunity for this group to move around a little bit as well, because you want to build depth within your starters, and you don't want one guy only playing in one spot. You want them all to know every spot, so they'll mix it up, move around, play the different roles, and try and get comfortable in all of them.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Fields. He's got Smith here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Fields. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. And again back to Kmet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields, quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot.
Touchdown, Bears! James O'Shaughnessy from 13 yards out. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Fields. Goes right back to Smith again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Fields now to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On first down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 4 yards remain for second down. They'll look to throw again. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Play fake, now Fields to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That's what you want to see in the preseason. A quarterback and his new receiver gelling early. They're hoping this duo can really form a bond this year, and that's a good start.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth. Play action. It's Fields. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after play.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Smith will come in motion right. Montgomery back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. In motion right is Smith. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Smith will come in motion right. Off the play fake. Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Throwing on first down, Fields. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fields on first down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready?
queen got a life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
Many perks have multiple tiers, from bronze to silver to gold. The higher the tier, the greater the gameplay boost you'll receive.
Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you...
Keep your head on the swivel and those feet ready to move. You're about to match up with a D lineman in the 99 Club, and he can bring a lot of pain. Might want to get the ice bath ready too.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no islands. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no islands. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no islands. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio.
Broncos offense ready to go here in this final tune-up before the start of the regular season. And we'll be watching how well these receivers can get open, especially this man in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he's going to get one more run through here in this final week. He's done enough at this point to earn the job as the starter. So this is all about working on technique and getting a few more reps under his belt.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff. And they've decided they want at least some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do, and here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games, we left a bigger gap between the 3rd game and the start of the regular season. So there's a lot of time for rust to build up, right, and some bad habits to form. I want these guys to play as much as possible.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and you're on.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
But it's certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. throwing the fumble recovery. Fields. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it.
Onto the field now come the Bears. On 1st and 10, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Fields completes a Mooney on the slant. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On 1st down, Fields. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Off play action, Fields. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And in.